Alright, so here's the package. But yeah, that doesn't really matter for now, but let's just get into it. Wow. Very nicely packed, alright. Bubble wrap. Now I would say that this seller was a professional eBay seller. So far this seems very good. Nice. So it comes in an anti-static bag, I like that. Usually it's just thrown into the box with some bubble wrap or some paper. Nothing else in the bag, but here is the graphics card. It's bigger than I expected, but ooh, it does feel nice. It's in pretty good condition. Oh yeah. Let's get into it. So hello people, this is a GTX 950 that I bought off eBay for $55. So as it turns out, I got a gigabyte model, and well obviously I knew that from the pictures, but I wasn't sure which version I was going to get. I could either get the regular version or the overclock version, but as it turns out, I got lucky, it's the overclock version. So since I got lucky, this thing has a base clock of 1089 megahertz on the core and a boost of 1266 megahertz on the core, which, hey, that's a pretty good jump from the original, which is, oh, it's basically minuscule. It's like 40 megahertz, not even. But that's alright. A little bit of a jump in performance, so that's nice. So this card takes a 6-pin power supply connector, which makes it a bit more powerful than, well, that means it needs a power supply that has the 6-pin, and I mean, that's alright. Yeah, this thing is bigger than I expected it to be. The heatsink is small, but that's alright. It's an overclock version, so I trust Gigabyte. I think they should know what they're doing. Here are the ports: a display port, a HDMI port, and 2 DVI ports, which is pretty nice for this little old card. So I suppose let's go and test it out, see if it works. I hope it does. Alright, so this is my main computer system. It has an Intel Core i3-10105F. It has 16 gigabytes of DDR4 and a bunch of SSD storage. And that's all that really matters. So let's pop the 950 in and hopefully it works. Alright, let's come around the back, flick on the switch, let's see if this thing wants to turn on for us. Yes! No blue lines of death. Oh yeah, this is good. Alright, I'll go and... Yes! Okay, so we can get into Windows, that's nice. So I'll get some drivers and then we'll be right back for some benchmarks. Here we are, as you can see, we've installed drivers for the GeForce 9800, GeForce GTX 950. I hope these are the newest drivers. This is still a supported card, I believe, so yeah, I hope these are the newest drivers. I don't see why they won't be. But let's get into some games, shall we? I said let's get into games, but nah, we'll do a benchmark first, a proper hardcore benchmark, heaven benchmark, DirectX 11. We are running at high settings. Ooh, 40 FPS. We'll do a benchmark and then I'll just show you what score we got. So we finished the benchmark and our score is a 57.7 FPS on average. Okay, so our score is 1454. That's Well, I don't really understand the scoring, but I think that's alright compared to all the other graphics cards I've been testing. Oh yeah, this is running good. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Oh, so smooth, so playable. Oh wow, Snake is a 10 out of... Snake is a 1 out of 10 game, I've just decided. Alright, CSGO. I will always call it CSGO and not CS2 because, I don't know, I just remember CSGO. So, brightness 100, please. Okay, so we are at medium settings, basically, just the preset. That's alright, we'll see what we get. I wish there was a FPS counter in this game. Is there or is there not? Always. Here we go. So, CSGO runs very well at medium settings, 1080p. We are getting over 100 and... Well, I'll just say we're getting around 120 FPS on average, which I think is actually really good, and I expected much worse from this, so I'm pleasantly surprised. So, this is BeamNG Drive, 1080p. Alright, so these are my settings. I just adjusted them a bit. I don't think it looks that bad. See, this is running fine. I could live with this. Oh. So, BeamNG Drive at 1080p with a mixture of medium and low settings, we are getting an average of about 48 FPS. And I think that is pretty good for this little old graphics card. Like, I could definitely survive playing like this. If I wanted more FPS, I could shove all the settings down to low, even lowest if I wanted to. But, hey, I'm alright with 50 FPS. Alright, here we go with a bit of an older game. We've got Team Fortress 2 running at 1080p at high settings. Nice. So, Team Fortress 2 runs actually very well. I mean, I suppose that makes sense, but wow. Wow, I just realized that the FPS average has gone up to 172. This game is running very well. Which makes sense because it's from 2007. So here we have Minecraft 1.20 point whatever it is, I'm not actually too sure. We are using only a couple mods, but that's alright. Alright, so here we are in Minecraft, 1080p. We've got VSync off with unlimited max frame rate, and we are running at fancy graphics with a 20 chunk render distance and a simulation distance of 12 chunks. Alright. So, wow, that's a big render distance. Alright, so Minecraft 1080p, whatever settings we just had, we are getting an average of 196 FPS. Oh my god, that's crazy. We've got a max of 361. No, I can't believe that. Wow, this is running really good. So Minecraft, oh, you can definitely play Minecraft on a GTX 950. So we are running GTA 5 at high settings. We could change some of the settings down to normal, but I want to see if we can get a good FPS using high settings. We are really pushing the VRAM, but it should be alright. You know what? I expected worse. We are getting an average right now of 93. Let's see how this goes. So blasting through the city, we had an average of around 85 FPS. Now we're gonna go to one of the most intensive parts of the map. So for whatever reason, this mountain here is the most intensive place, I believe. Like, even my R9 390 struggles at the highest settings, but like... So this is at high settings. We're getting more than 70 FPS through that area? I can't believe this. We are maxing out the VRAM. It says that it's not enough, but we are getting... We're not even dipping below... Oh, there we go. We're dipping below 60. 54 is the lowest I saw, which is crazy. So yes, GTA 5, 1080p, very high settings. It works. Whatever settings I'm at, I'm very pleased with it. Aw, look how demented my car is now. Because I am broke and I don't want to buy Forza Horizon 5, here we have Forza Horizon 4. 1080p, frame rate 60. Oh, VSync is on. Let's just unlock. Let's see how much we can actually pull out of this thing. We're going to try medium preset at 1080p, and let's see what happens. Wow, I can't believe it. We're getting around 60 FPS. I'm saying 60 on average, even though it's dipping down right now. That's alright. We haven't hit below 50, and that is perfectly playable to me. I can't believe that Forza Horizon 4 is playing this well. I really expected to get like 30 FPS, but 60? I can't believe that. Medium settings? I'm actually really impressed. Because Fortnite has to download a mega update, I'm just gonna play this. What settings are we at? Show FPS on. Quality. High. Streamer mode. On. Wow, look at the details in this map. It's massive as well. Oh my god. 60 frames. Nice. Oh. Let's battle. Where should we go? Where are we dropping, boys? Ah! Back off! Wow, I was eliminated by Fender. Well, that was fun. The GTX 950 in 2024. It performs pretty well. I was surprised. I really expected it to be absolutely rubbish, but it turns out it wasn't. It has DirectX 12. It only has 2 GB of RAM, but it's putting up a fight. Like, I expected so much worse. Like, I'm used to using cards like this 9800 in the background here, but it's still good. I can't believe it. This card really surprised me. I really expected it to be absolutely rubbish, but it proved to me that it still works, and for only 55 Australian dollars, I think that's a very good deal. I'm sure you could get something older that's more powerful, but if you're getting something older, it won't have DirectX 12, and you really need that for most games nowadays. And it just works. I can't believe it. I had no issues at all. At the start, I had the wrong drivers installed, but after we fixed that issue, everything worked perfectly fine. With that, would I recommend it? If you can get it for cheap enough, yes, I would recommend it. I could have got a 960 for about $20 more, which isn't bad, but like, if your budget is really strict, then this is perfectly fine. I mean, like, I'm struggling with this outro because I am actually really surprised by how good this card ran. And it works perfectly fine, so with that, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you later. Good night.